Hi, and a very warm welcome to Wellbeing Mission Control. I'm really glad you could join me. I'm Greg Perry. I'm a wellbeing specialist. And I don't know when was the last time that you asked yourself, what are you really doing with your life? I know, it's a crazy question. We're so busy paying the bills, holding down the job, trying to take care of all the details, maybe pursuing an ambition, a lifetime goal. Maybe it's your first priority, maybe it's a background dream. But the fact is that the time seems to slip past too quickly. You wake up one morning and years have slipped by and you wonder what you've done with it all. Don't worry, it happens to everyone. But the purpose of this short little video is to remind you that it is incredibly important that you know where you're going, that you have a clear idea about what you want, and maybe more importantly, why you want it. Most of us become lost. We become slightly obsessed with the way we do things. In other words, we set our pathway in concrete. It just feels more comfortable that way. And then you pause one day and you take a look around you and you say that maybe this isn't what I wanted. The key is to do something which is perhaps counterintuitive, and that's to know with absolute clarity where you want to be, how you want to be. What does your future vision look like? Because for most of us, the pathway that will take you from where you are right now watching this video to where you really want to be, that pathway is never straight. It might involve twists and turns and changes. The pathway might go back on itself, but you can't know. You can't know if that pathway is working unless you have a very clear idea where you're going. Now, it's completely normal for us to be off track. In fact, we tend to be off track more often than we're heading in the right direction. But it's a really great idea to be able to pause, maybe once a week, and ask yourself, is this pathway taking me where I really want to go? And for the most part, we often discover that it isn't. And that involves making an adjustment. So what I'm suggesting to you today is that you take a moment to reflect, to think a little bit more about what you want, how you want to be, what kind of a life do you really aspire to for yourself, so that you can compare where you are now, what you're doing every day, in terms of where it's taking you. Is it bringing you closer to that dream? Are you moving closer to the fulfillment of your goals and aspirations? Or are you waking up and just getting through life in survival mode, paying the bills and just getting by? I would suggest, with all respect, that life is far too precious a process for us to waste it without having a sense of purpose, without having a clear idea what we want to do. And let me be clear, in a materialistic world, it's very easy to get lost in the pursuit of wealth and power. These may be fine, but I think you need a deeper sense of fulfillment and satisfaction that will inspire you to achieve something in life that will be truly worthwhile in your terms. Because that's where you get the motivation from. That's where you get the strength to cut through the obstacles, to be persistent in the face of stubborn resistance, because you know what you want and it feels worthwhile. And you don't feel that you have to compromise the quality of your life in order to fulfill those dreams. In other words, you can be who you really are. You can be yourself and achieve your goals and dreams and aspirations. What do you think? I know there's some strange ideas there. Some of it's counterintuitive. I'd love to get your feedback. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to be back for you again tomorrow. And in the meantime, allow me to wish you a wonderful day.